Nope.
I'm big, by the way.
Okay, everyone, we will give it a couple of minutes and we will get started. Just letting everyone join. Okay, welcome everyone to the only conference that knows that people wearing orange Crocs are just the coolest. This is 8KB. So just want to mention who runs 8KB, myself, Andrew Prusky, and I'm joined here today with Anthony Nocentino and Mark Wilkinson. Hi chaps, how are we doing? Looking forward
Doing
to today.
good. Yeah, I didn't know about the orange Crocs comment though. I didn't sign off on that.
Oh, well, it's true, so I thought we could put it in there.
Will you
Anyway,
find those in a bonfire store in the near future?
okay, so that's us. That's Andrew, Anthony, and Mark running 8KB today. We also want to say thank you to our awesome volunteers. We've got Martin, Angela, Brandon, Thomas, Ree, John, Bob, Rob, Chris, Melody, and a whole bunch of special guests who will be hanging out during today. So those are our moderators. So if you have any questions during the session, please drop them into the Q&A panel in Zoom, or if you've joined us in Slack, you can ask questions there by prefixing it with the word question in capitals, so they can pick up on that, and they will relay your questions to the speakers. We've just got some slides now that we're going to go through before we kick off, and we're kicking off at 1 p.m. UTC. So we have Torsten kicking off with parallelism in Microsoft SQL Server. Then at 14:30, we have Jeff with the Black Arts Index maintenance, GUIDs versus fragmentation. They're not the problem, we are. After that, we have Randolph talking about how does SQL Server store that data type. 17:30 UTC, Bob Ward with inside SQL weights, latches, and spin locks. And then last, but very much not least, we have Pam with a deep dive into SQL Server on Azure Virtual Machine Storage. So we have 5 amazing in-depth brain melty sessions for you today. Really looking forward to it, and we'll be kicking off very, very shortly. We have a whole bunch of online resources for you. So we have our GitHub account. All the speakers will upload their resources to our GitHub account, so you can download and play around with all the demos that we're doing. We're also live streaming this to YouTube, and we're recording the entire conference. So after this today, the whole thing will be available for you. So if you miss anything, you can of course go back and rewatch. Then we've got our website there, 8kb.online, and we have our Twitter account at 8kb.conf. Then we have our email. If you have any questions or want to get in touch with us, you can email us at info@8kb.online. And of course, then there's the Slack community channel. We have the SQL community channel in Slack, with the channel hashtag 8kb. And then the final link there is a link that will take you to individual links for all the sessions today and an overall feedback for the event. Please do leave us your feedback. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like. We're always trying to make this event better, and we can only do that if we hear from you. So I mentioned the SQL Community Slack. If you haven't already signed up, please go to dbatools.io/Slack, because the awesome DBA Tools people have allowed us to use that link so we can get you into the Slack channel and join in the conversation. Also want to mention today, but I think it was either today or very recently, the DBA Tools version 1.1 has been released. So absolutely go out and upgrade. There's been some amazing improvements. Please go check that out. Also, a little bit of a plug for our podcast. If you like 8KB and want to get a little bit more of it, you can check out the podcast Mixed Extents. Each month we have an awesome guest speaker on to talk about a different area of SQL Server internals. They're all available online at the web address there. Go check them out. They're all on our YouTube channel. And we tend to release these as well monthly. You can see them on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Next thing. We are 100% community funded. We have no sponsors any way, shape, or form. And so we have set up an online store where we are selling this awesome 8KB and Mixed Extents merch that you can get your hands on. All proceeds from sales of that go straight back into running this event. Please check that out. Please support us by either buying a t-shirt, or I think we've got some awesome limited edition hoodies. This one Mark designed and has put up there. Is that right, Mark? Are they still up there?
Yes, sir. I don't know if anybody can see my camera, but it is the
Brain
Melting Brain
AKB
logo. So yeah, go check those out at the link on the screen there.
Fantastic
What about
stuff.
those limited edition Crocs that need to be designed before the next time we have AKB? Just saying.
Yeah,
if I could get AKB Crocs, I would. I'll put it that way. Okay. So coming up in we've got about 7 minutes, we have Torsten with parallelism in Microsoft SQL Server. Torsten, you there? Catch him off guard.
Yes, I'm here.
Fantastic. Okay, we'll get you set up in about, we'll test out screen sharing, but we'll give it about 5 minutes and then we'll get you up and running. We're all ready, set to go. So
I can give it a try to share my monitor just to make sure it works. You cannot start screen sharing while the other. Okay, you're still sharing?
Yeah, what we can do is I can stop sharing and
Great.
You can take over.
Yeah, just give it a try. 1 second. Okay, is it working?
That's looking good. We can see your management studio there.
Great. Yeah, that is the intention. Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, yep. So we will give it a few minutes and we'll let you go. We've got both your moderators here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And now we can see your slides as well.
Yeah, it's just a short presentation. I'm just wondering, how can I reduce the overall, what is it, the toolbar or whatever? So mute, start video, everything what I'm seeing here. Is this possible to completely unhide this?
Oh, I am not the person to be asking this. Anyone online who's a bit more of a PowerPoint expert than I am?
It's not about PowerPoint, it's about Zoom.
Oh,
no,
Zoom.
We can't see any of the Zoom stuff on our end.
Yeah, you can. If you've got 2 screens, you can move it off to the side.
Which I do not have.
Or there should be a hide. If you go to the top left, there might be a hide thumbnail video.
Hide names, disable annotation, hide floating meeting controls. I mean, it doesn't worry that much. It is working for me, so I can keep it. I do not want to make it more complicated.
No worries.
I do not know what's more disturbing, that whole Croc discussion or the fact that we have a tech presenter with only 1 screen. I'm really on the fence about this one.
Not just one. Not just one.
Oh, I'm afraid to look at Twitter after the Croc discussion.
Yeah, on that Croc thing, I would just suggest bring in someone that is kind of neutral to that. Maybe ask Bob Ward on his feelings about Crocs and let him be the judge of that.
We'll have to bring that up when he's here later. So
Okay.
all right, well, we still have a few minutes, top of the hour, so we can continue to just.
Are Crocs geographically specific? Shouldn't they be gators in some places?
In Florida, for example, where it's pretty hot from what I hear.
Or is that a whole different discussion about gators?
So we
That's a
have
different
our
session.
first question from Slack. And
Yes.
congratulations. Thank you for putting question there so it's easy to find. Andrew, why orange
Yes.
socks?
Because they're cool. And why would you get any other color than orange?
I mean, there's
Why-
many reasons.
Why orange? I wonder why orange?
The real
my
reason is that
it's my favorite
his
color.
No, it's because
That's
his
your
dad
favorite.
bought some orange Crocs, and
No,
Andrew
that
really
was-
liked them, so he
That
bought some
was a
too.
bit embarrassing. I bought these Crocs, wore them, and then my dad responded to my tweet with a screenshot of him wearing exactly the same Crocs. So
Mhm.
I am very slowly turning into my father.
Raise your hands if you're surprised.
That's great.
Okay, so I've managed to hijack the technical conference with a conversation about my orange Crocs. Apologies for anyone who turned up with wanting in-depth technical content. This is just the start. I promise I will not be mentioning my orange Crocs throughout the event.
Yeah, I mean the attendee count took quite a dive
totally
during that
plummeted.
conversation, Andrew. I
7 people is not bad.
don't know.
Oh, they all turned away because you said we're not talking about the orange Crocs.
Yeah, I can see
Well,
people
we'll start a
leaving
breakout
here.
room. Yeah.
And you get the little charms, like you get like a melting brain for like for each year of the conference. Come on, let's really get run with this, please.
Hey, what about melted Crocs?
Ah, Andrew.
It's a whole new logo.
Okay, we'll give it a couple more minutes just to make sure everyone's in and ready to go. And then you can kick off. Sorry, everyone, I'm very much a stickler for starting the sessions exactly on time, which will be a theme throughout this day.
So one question. So the session is about 75 minutes, right? It's not.
It's
60
75
minutes?
minutes. We have a 15-minute gap in between just as a buffer. So if you have a lot of questions, you go in. We will have a hard stop 5 minutes before the next session, so the other speaker can come in and get ready.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
No problem.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm running out of time. It's it's a very complicated topic, but let's see.
Don't worry, you won't be the only speaker who's going to struggle for time, so no worries. And
Yeah.
if you do have a lot of questions, what we'll do is we'll take them out of, and you haven't managed to answer them all, we'll take them out of Slack and Q&A and we'll send them over to you so you can follow up.
But
Try
it is a
not to
good.
be an hour over and you're good.
Yeah, it is a good comment to say if I have a lot of questions. Yeah, so I do. I have a lot of questions. Let's see whether the participant can answer my questions. That would be perfect.
Excellent.
The correct answer is orange Crocs.
Okay, so we are pretty much coming up to the top of the hour. So, Torsten,
Yeah.
over to you.
I will